Okay, so I created a second example with two x variables, so two independent variables. So in this case, x1 and x2. With x1, it's just the same as before. I went 1 to 10, but with x2, you can't do that because it's a condition of regression that the two independent variables have to be not dependent on each other. So, for example, I can't multiply this by a constant and end up with that. So if I had, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 10 again, I'm simply multiplying x1 by 1. So that doesn't apply. It has to be, you can't determine x2 by looking at x1 alone. So there can't be a formula go from x1 to x2. So what I've done is I've gone and said, okay, I'm going to use this function which goes rand between. What it does is it gives me a random number randomly generated between 20 and 30. So that's very important to have it. So to get it different to x1, it's randomly generated between 20 and 30. And that's what I got all the way up down here. And I said y is going to be simply just the two of them added. Again, understand this is just an artificial example. It's just to show you how to do regression. In usual regression, there are error terms, and we're going to ignore that. Okay, so again, go to Kaddstat, choose regression and correlation, simple multiple again, and for input range, you're going to choose this bit. For a dependent variable, it's going to be y, and independent variable, make sure both of them are highlighted, and that's very important to have them highlighted. For output cell, I'm going to choose an empty cell down here and go OK. And there you go. That's your regression. So the x1 and x2 coefficients are shown now here. The intercept is there. And if you, that's interesting, r squared is 65%. It should have been just 1 and 1.